Look, it is important to allow some time to pass before making responsible judgment on any government. The Albanese government has now been in office for almost 15 months. In that election campaign back in May last year, the overriding impression Labor, under Anthony Albanese, sought to create to win votes was that things would be much better under a Labor government than would be the case under a re-elected coalition. It's therefore not unfair, nor can the Albanese government complain when judgment is objectively passed on where Australians stand today. Now, the language might seem harsh, but it is becoming, under this Labor government, an unmitigated disaster. The Voice has divided the country like nothing else. To achieve what? The proposal is spiralling towards defeat. Then there's the shambolic energy policy, to which I'll shortly allude. The notion that a boy can be a girl and a girl can be a cat has taken root under this government, and not a syllable has been offered to prevent this manipulation of the minds of young people. I could talk immigration. When you bring migrant numbers to the country virtually equal to the population of Tasmania, where are the roads, the buses, the schools, the hospitals and the infrastructure? And then there's housing. It's clear that the Albanese government has no answers whatever to the housing crisis other than rhetoric. Yes, Chalmers and co will mouth platitudinous rubbish to give the impression that they're doing something. Their policies will do little to fix either the short-term problems of new homes and affordable rental properties, nor the long-term problem that under its so-called policies, the problem in housing will get worse. You see, the centrepiece of the government's plan is to spend $10 billion to build 30,000 affordable houses over 5 years. 5 years. That's 6,000 a year, if they're lucky, when there's an appalling shortage of low-income housing of about 500,000, a number which will only increase. It'd be far better, quite frankly, if the government just got out of the road, they're in the way, kicked the green bureaucrats out of the way and let reputable builders get on with the job. One of Australia's most reputable builders recently gained approval for the construction of thousands of homes. The only problem is the development application that was approved was first submitted 20 years ago. That's how long it takes to navigate this bureaucracy. How can you possibly justify letting government have this kind of power to thwart the well-being of Australians? Pauline Hanson has accused Anthony Albanese of using his upbringing in a housing commission unit to win sympathy for voters, but she rightly claims the Prime Minister has forgotten what it's like to do it tough as he fails to tackle the housing crisis. Of course, everything's blamed on coronavirus, which is rubbish. This has been a growing problem for years, and it matters little that the coalition hardly touched the sides of the issue. The fact is, as I said earlier, everything was going to be better under Labor. But under Labor, we've had 11 successive interest rate increases, trying to kill off inflation created by out-of-control spending. And the biggest spender, you guessed it, the Albanese government.